plant medicine for Gemini season. My friend, this video is all about our beautiful natural medicine, essential oils that are best to support you this season. I'm going to talk about the pairings that I absolutely love to help you work with this energy. We're going to talk about where to put them, particular acupressure points that I recommend that maximize this energy, as well as diffuser recipes that you can use to really amplify this energy, work with this energy in the best way. Plus, we'll talk about some rituals within that I like to do for this season. And stay tuned till the end because I'll be sharing how you can get a discount from my favorite essential oil distributor. Hey, my friend Danny C. Muniz, your spiritual healer, helping spiritual awakened women leaders heal the past, the present, and the future so that they can fulfill their soul mission. My friend, my favorite thing to do is to help guide you to clear away the things that no longer serve you because you have a mission. And I am here to support you. I am here to guide you. And we do this from a very holistic standpoint, a very natural standpoint, as natural as we possibly can be. And so essential oils happen to be one of my go-to medicines that I use not only in my healing, but also to manage the day-to-day. Because let me tell you, friend, it can be a little difficult during this Gemini season. If you are a earth sign, water sign, Gemini season can definitely have you struggling. If you are naturally an air or fire sign, this energy is just, it's probably pretty normal for you. It may be a bit amplified depending on what's going on in your personal chart. But we've got some remedies for you today. So go ahead and as I said, stay tuned because we've got a lot to talk about. So first things first, if you are new to essential oils, or if maybe you've just heard about using them in certain ways, I'm hoping to expand your mind, right? This is Gemini season energy. Expand your mind about how you can use essential oils in your healing journey, on your healing journey, to help you, my friend, because that's what we're here to do. So if you don't know, essential oils are highly concentrated natural plant-based aromatics. And so there's a distillation process that happens. And I'm not going to get into all the details of essential oils. I know there's tons of videos on there. If you'd like me to do one about my thoughts and my perspective on it, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. I've been working with essential oils probably for about 12, 13 years now, and I've used them in different ways and for different things. I use them all around my house, within me and on me. So I have some knowledge, I have some experience with essential oils. So if you would like me to do a video on that, I'd love to do that for you. Just let me know. So one of the things that I love about essential oils is though we can use them, so aromatherapy, right, is what it's called. We can use these essential oils to help our physical, psychological, and spiritual well-being, which is what I love, right? They can help us on the physical level with pains and aches. They can help us on the mental, more psychological level, which is what we'll probably be focusing on more this season, but also our spiritual well-being and bringing the spiritual into the everyday, to your day-to-day. So let's go ahead and dive into the top, I think it's 5 of them, 5 essential oils. So how many do I have here that I absolutely love? Now, there are a lot more that I would recommend, but these are some that I think is really adamant for this season. So number 1, the first one I'm going to share with you is peppermint essential oil. Now, peppermint is beautiful for a lot of different things, but this one is who you call on to get things moving. to move things along, to fire things up. He knows when you're out of sort and exactly what to do to bring you back. So if you're feeling like, kind of like all over the place, or this has been a struggle, there's been a lot going on, and I just feel kind of all over the place, peppermint is great to get you back on track. So you want to call upon the spirit, right? The spirit of peppermint, because these are, as I said, coming from plant-based materials, right? So the plant, right, this has a spirit, this has an energy, and so we want to work with this spirit of peppermint to bring more meaning and purpose back into your life. So this is a really beautiful one to do for that. And I chose peppermint in particular because I, in fact, like to use peppermint and lemon, which is our first pairing here, peppermint and lemon to help stay focused. Because again, as I talked about in our Gemini video, if you have not seen that video, I'll make sure to either link it here somewhere or down in the description. But there is, there's a lot of tangent thinking here, right? There's a lot of curiosity, a lot of intellectual stimulation. And so it can feel like there's just so much going on and I can't seem to focus, right? And so I love to use these two together. Now, lemon is efficient. This is our efficient spirit here. It also knows how to get things done. So this one gets things moving. This one gets things done. It helps to restore our focus and our action. So we're getting off the couch and now we're getting into action. So these two together are really beautiful to help us stay on track, to help us stay on target in what we need to do. So you can call upon this when you're looking at that to-do list and you're feeling kind of overwhelmed, right? So you can help them bring in a new and exciting light to what it is that you're doing. So when we bring these beautiful guys together, we have the opportunity, right, to provide that clear thinking, provide focus, and give us that burst of energy. As I said, peppermint gets things moving, so we can get things going, get things started. If we're feeling a little tired, right, like this will pump us up. Now, the other really great thing about peppermint is during the summer months, this is a cooling oil. So you can put this drop on the top of the roof of your mouth. So you can just drop on your thumb, put it up and hold it up to the roof of your mouth for just a few seconds and you'll start to feel fullness in your body. I like to just put peppermint on the back of my neck if I'm starting to feel hot, like it's hot outside right now. If I'm out, summer concerts in the park, my favorite things to do, but it's 105 degrees out there. So I like to put this on the back of my neck, actually make a spray out of this to kind of cool my body down while I'm out as well. But let's talk about the pairing of these two and where I like to put these. Now, with our, as I said, you can use these separately, right? One to get things moving and one to really focus in, right? But when we're using them together, I like to first place them, as I said, with the peppermint, one drop on the back of my neck. So you can just open it up, place one drop on your fingertip, and then just run it across the back of your neck. And then do the same thing with the lemon. So peppermint and then lemon. Now I am going to say lemon is what's called photosensitive. And so if you're going to go out into the sun, you'll want to make sure that you've done this a few hours at least before you do it because it is photosensitive. So you can take that precaution. If you've got like longer hair that like I used to have, and it's going to cover it, that's fine. Or I have another placement for you too. You can place it here on your temples. This is also another really good place. Just be careful that you don't get the peppermint in your eyes or it will burn. If you do happen to get it in your eyes or you start to feel a burning sensation, you can use fractionated coconut oil and just put a little bit on that area and it will soak out that peppermint, and so you won't feel that tingling feeling maybe. The other way that you can do it is just put a drop of each in your palm of your hand, rub them together, and just kind of put them over your mouth here and just take a nice deep breath in. It's refreshing, it's stimulating, it's going to stimulate things up. If you are wanting to diffuse it, maybe you're like, oh, well, I don't want to put it on my body, or maybe you know you're going to go out, but you have a little bit of time that you want to get some work done or want to get things done, then what you can do is put 3 drops of each of these in the diffuser, fill it up with water, and let it go. That's one of my other favorite things is I have that here in my office. So not only will I put it on me, but I'll diffuse it to give that extra added punch. And then if you maybe you're going out, but you don't want to put it on you, if you have diffuser jewelry, so I have this really nice crystal bracelet here. It's got lava beads here, so I can put a drop of each of the essential oil on the lava beads here, and then I can wear this out, right? And it's in close proximity to me, where I can smell it, I can get a whiff of it, and it's sparking my senses, right? It's coming through my sense of my olfactory, right? And so that's bringing in, it's brightening things up, it's activating things, right? So you can do that. Some people have necklaces. I actually have a necklace, I don't have it with me, that has like a lava stone, same type of thing. You can use that as well. It's another great way to do it. The other way would be to infuse your water. So you can, these 2 essential oils. Now, I will say that you want to be very careful about the brand that you're using, and if it is safe to ingest. doTERRA is my brand of choice, and I know that this is safe to inhale and to internally take within my body. There, not all essential oils are created equal, so there may be some out there that have some extra additives that maybe aren't the best for us, and so you really want to be careful about what you are ingesting in your body, because remember, these are highly concentrated plant medicine, right? So what I do, because these 2 oils are you are able to take internally, is that you just put 1 drop, and you can do this with just a like a little bit of water. I just have a little bit of water here in my glass, or I'll also do it in my bigger cup here too. I might put 2 drops in like a size like this, but if I'm just going to take a little bit and I just want like a little shot, I can put just a drop of each of the oils here, kind of mix it around, and then like shoot it. it's it gives a nice refreshing feeling within your mouth. Now, if you have allergies, you can add a drop of lavender into this mix. So 1, 1, and 1 drop of each of them. Swish it around and take it, and it'll open up, right? It'll open up the nasal passageway, and you'll just be able to like take a deep breath. You'll feel like this coolness and expansion in your throat. So if you're struggling with some allergies, definitely try that as well. So I do like to do mine when I am taking, like if I'm going to do a shot of this, I like to use moon water, and I really like to set an intention around it. So I will, have the moon water that I've already charged overnight. I put this in my hands. I place the 2 drops in there, and then I just set the intention of what, right? I'm infusing my energy here into the cup of what I'm asking the spirit of peppermint and lemon to support me with. So you can try that. It's one of my favorite simple, easy rituals that you can do. I also do this with my morning coffee. So let's move on to my second pairing that we have here, which is, oh, I don't have it. Well, there you go. So it is cassia, the spirit of cassia, and the spirit of grapefruit. Cassia and grapefruit. So cassia is the essential oil giving voice to the quiet one inside of us. This is why I love this particular essential oil for this season, because Gemini is so much about communication, so much about sharing, right? And connecting with people and that social energy. And so she works to assist us in standing up for ourselves, for, not violating our own truth, right? Hello, people pleasers, right? So this is a really good essential oil to work with if you want to help her guide you in representing your authentic voice, your true voice, your values, your passion. She is a beauty at doing that. And then the second one, I went and grabbed my grapefruit, is the spirit of grapefruit. So grapefruit calms the soul, right? It releases any built up tension that we may be having. She gives us perspective. She, especially when we're hard on ourselves, when we've been really, really hard on ourselves, she really helps us step back and get some perspective on something. She helps us honor ourselves. She's actually the oil of our body, really with our health, right? So I always recommend grapefruit for Virgos in particular, since Virgos really is a lot about honoring that body. So allow her to help you, to assist you in creating, creating a plan for the future. And so when we bring these two, right, together, cassia and grapefruit, we get a really beautiful pairing, which can help us be assertive and direct in our communication, in our own truth. And so, I don't know about you, but if we're going out there, right, we're going to be communicating, we're going to be social, we're going to be connecting with people, we want to represent our authenticity. So these two guys are here to help us, right? Well, he and her, right? They're here to help us really work with that. So the couple different ways that you can work with these two guys. Number one, my favorite place to put these are going to be on the throat chakra and the solar plexus. Now, I am going to say that cassia is a hot oil. It's what's called a hot oil. And so it's kind of spicy. And so you'll definitely want to use some fractionated coconut oil. So you can just put a drop of fractionated coconut oil, or just like a little squirt of fractionated coconut oil, and then put a drop of each of these in your palm, and then place it on your throat and place it on your solar plexus. So you'll definitely want to dilute the cassia, because it is indeed a hot oil. Now, I will sometimes just do it straight, so that is an option, but just know that there can be some burning sensation. So if your skin is very sensitive or you're not sure, just go ahead and use that fractionated coconut oil. If you're going to diffuse these, I would diffuse 3 cassia and 2 grapefruit. So 3 cassia, 2 grapefruit. Now, you can also add a little punch in there with some green mandarin. So if you have green mandarin, add 1 drop of green mandarin to it, and that's going to just spice things up even more, giving an extra little punch. Now, again, you can place it on your diffuser jewelry if you have diffuser jewelry. Cassia isn't for internal use. This isn't one that you can't take internally. Grapefruit is, though. So you could use just the grapefruit, in your water, as I mentioned earlier, or you can do like a veggie capsule of 1 drop of each and take it internally. You can also do that as well if you'd like to take it internally. All right, let's move on to our last pairing, which is my favorite. So we're going to talk about peppermint, but we're going to talk about tangerine. So tangerine ties all of our complex personalities together. He helps us to rectify the different sides of us by creating cohesion. So you want to call upon him when you're desiring a deeper understanding of yourself, your strengths, your idiosyncrasies, your values, and to really feel whole again. And because we are a whole being, my friend, right? So we're bringing these two guys together, peppermint and tangerine. So I love tangerine for Gemini because, there's that duality with Gemini, right? Where we have this very calm complexity to ourselves. And remember, we all have this Gemini energy within us. So there's this this complexity to us. And so when we put these two guys together, we are encouraging that adaptability, the ability to adapt to situations, and allowing us to take action. So really allowing us to adapt to the situations that we are putting ourselves in, or that we are being confronted in, or we are working within, to take the right aligned action. So I love working with these two together. My favorite way is on the back of my neck. So I generally would do one drop of peppermint and one drop of tangerine on the back of my neck and on my heart chakra, because we're looking at our passion, our desire, right? What is aligned for us. And so we want to make sure that both our head and our heart are in alignment. So this is why I like to place it on both. Again, if you feel like you want to dilute them, you can use some fractionated coconut oil or any carrier oil to do just that. If you're going to diffuse on the jewelry, I would do probably 2 tangerine, 1 peppermint if you're going to put it on jewelry. And then if you're going to diffuse it, I would do 4 tangerine and 2 peppermint. So 4 tangerine, 2 peppermint. And then again, these both can be taken internally. So you can put a drop. Go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and put a drop of each in. We're just going to do a little shot here. I just want to show you of the tangerine and the peppermint. And remember, peppermint is a little bit spicy, so I've got a little bit here. Cheers. I'm already feeling like things opening up right in here for me. Really good cooling sensation in my mouth. The peppermint is really, really strong. Like my mouth feels fresh. Feels like I had like some really nice, cool, what is that you take? Mouthwash. That's what it feels like. But it feels clean. It's not burning. It feels clean. It's nice. So you can do that. Super simple and easy. All right, my friend, be sure to grab our monthly zodiacal guidebook that is filled with information about this Gemini season, crystals. It has all the essential oils that I talked about today. Now, I would recommend a couple of more essential oils, like any of your wood oils. I have here on my desk, which is my go-to right now, which is cedar wood. Patchouli is my second favorite one. It's here on my desk as well. And that one I like to put on the bottoms of my feet to ground me in when I'm feeling like things are kind of all over the place. I'll do the peppermint and the lemon, and then I'll either put patchouli or sandalwood. I'm sorry, cedar wood on the bottoms of my feet. You could do sandalwood too, but I like cedar wood. Vetiver is another one that's my favorite to ground the energy in. So you can try those as well. In our if you are curious about maybe what would be the best pairing for you based on your chart, because as we're seeing this energy, as I'm talking about this Gemini energy and kind of going from a more broader standpoint, in a personalized reading, we can really dive into what your unique cosmic blueprint is, what your energy signatures are. And all my readings are done within the Akashic Records. So we'll get the masters, teachers, and loved ones, your soul tribe, right, to help give us a state of the union of kind of where things are for you and what's going to be best for you in your constitution and what you're looking to do. So we'll also look at the best pairings for you, maybe even ones that I didn't mention today. So if you're somebody who's into essential oils or just getting started with essential oils, I'd love, love, love to help guide you on that journey. This is my most popular reading and absolutely my favorite. So just let me know if you have any questions about that. There'll be a link down in the box, down below in the description box to book that. And the final thing is, if you are wanting to get started with essential oils, if you're like, ooh, this sounds really cool, and I do want some natural healing, or I want to start learning how to work with the essential oils, then there is a link down below in the description box as well, where it has all the ones that I listed for Gemini seasons, all the ones that I talked about today, where it has a link to all of them. So if you, it's from my favorite oil distributor. I absolutely love doTERRA. It's my favorite. I am a wellness advocate. So if you do purchase anything through that link, I will receive a small commission from that. So my friend, that wraps up our video today on our beautiful plant medicine energy of essential oils that can help us as we work through, shift through, work in this Gemini energy. My friend, remember, close your eyes and take a deep breath and find